Hi, my name is Chris Suther. I'm the Director of Human Resources for the Sun Prairie Area School District. And what I'm going to describe is a revisions to the district GBM or employee grievance policy and the procedure GBMR1, which is the employee grievance procedures. We've reviewed and are proposing revisions to that policy on May 13th, 2024. So first of all, why is this being addressed? Both policies and the policy and the procedure were adopted in August of 2011 due to a natural need to update a policy that is 13 years old and a need to create and maintain an efficient grievance process for both employees and the school district. We looked at revising the policy and also worked with legal counsel and consultation to make sure that the policy met all legal obligations, but also allowed us to make sure that our grievance process was both efficient and timely for both employees and school district itself. So just a few things that I wanted to highlight as far as changes that are there. It's on the SR, but I'll kind of go in a little more depth here. There's a definition of days that was changed to calendar days to create a more responsive and efficient process. The current policy, the way it was set, was basically it was business days. It was the amount of days to either file a grievance or respond to a grievance was based on business days. So it didn't include Saturdays, Sundays, or any holidays or non-work days for our district. We felt like that really lengthened out the process, both for the employee and the district, to a point that it just didn't make sense for efficiency and especially responsiveness for the employee. So we revised that to the days definition to be calendar days instead of business days. The other piece that we defined more was the informal resolution process within the first 10 days, 10 calendar days of the grievable event instead of 30. We felt like the old or the current policy giving 30 days seemed like a long time for an employee and supervisor or whoever it might be that the grievable offense is being asked for through the procedure. 30 days seemed like a long time to respond and really didn't create a feeling or level of responsiveness that made sense. So we removed that and went down to 10 days and defined the informal resolution a little bit deeper to show that we really want the employee to work with the supervisor or whoever they feel they are filing a grievance about within an event or decision that was made. The other piece that we looked at was step 2. Again, this is providing a 30 calendar day period from the incident to provide a formal grievance. So we know that in the informal process in step 1, that's within 10 days. And then we want the second step again to be efficient and responsive. So if that informal resolution isn't satisfactory for the employee or even the district, we want to move to a 30-day second step from the time the event happened. So again, it doesn't just build on the 10 days and then add 30 to that. It's literally the 10 days are within the 30-day calendar period to provide a formal grievance. The next part is that there is a step 3 in our current policy that it goes to the district administrator. And what we did was we eliminated that step. And the reason we did that was, again, around efficiency and consistent responsiveness and to be in sync with other appeal processes like policy BDDI. And the reason that we did that as well is that many of the times when we're going through a grievance process, we are consulting with our senior leader team or with our directors, and to have somebody within those conversations also be a part of an appeal process didn't make a lot of sense from creating an unbiased process through a grievance complaint or grievance report. And then finally, again, to create consistency, the district human resources replaces the district administrator as a role responsible for voluntary modification to and waiver of procedures in order to keep with the typical roles and responsibilities of director of human resource. And what I mean by that is that, when we're going through a grievance process, a lot of the times the role that I play, the director of human resources, is facilitating the steps as it goes. So it would make sense that that role also is facilitating any type of modification or waiver of the procedures in consultation with the employer or the district as it moves along. So with that, you can see the attachments in here from the original process to the board docs, and then the track changes that were made in consultation with legal counsel, and then the final clean version of the GBM and GBM R1 are linked within in this situation report. And again, on behalf of the superintendent and the director of human resources, we recommend that revisions to district policy GBM around employee grievances and the district procedure GBM R1 be approved as presented. Thank you.